We are here to discuss issues of good legal identity for migrants. This is a very topical issue, extremely important within the context of migration management. Very, very relevant as we roll out the African Continental Free Trade Agreement, and also issues of return and reintegration and migration management generally.
It has been a very, very interesting discussion to hear from fellow colleagues from other parts of Africa. Some countries are still struggling to be able to give authentic documentation to their people. But again, at the same time, I'm very, very happy so far where we've come from as Africa. We've attained a lot as a continent, right from the enabling law that has been put in place. And there's goodwill at the end of the day from all these governments.
Colleagues, you will recall that GCM objective number 4 talks about calling upon member states to ensure that their people are documented. Specifically for the sole reason that even in Africa, we have taken it on board to say we want to reduce vulnerability of our people, where our people are unable to access services, social services while there are migrants out there because probably they are undocumented. Look at the case with COVID that really hit us hard, where most of the people could not access vaccines and all because they were undocumented. So when you look at this particularly, we are saying to ourselves, how best as Africa can we make sure that our people have got civil registration services at their convenient, and how best can we make sure that our people are documented and reduce issues of irregular migration as well? We have a lot of people on the continent, over 500 million, without any form of legal identity. It is good that we are discussing these issues. This is a good initiative, and we believe that we'll get there.
It has been a journey. Uganda right now takes care of 75% of the refugee burden in the region, compared to its neighboring countries that have been relatively peaceful for a long time with bigger economies. But Uganda takes a heavier burden of looking after refugees and quite many of asylum seekers. It has been a journey, one of civil registration. 2012, Uganda decided to have its people, whether foreigners, whether citizens, to have them registered. Create one national register for everyone living in Uganda. And as I speak now, we have about 27.5 million national ID holders, and about 20 million with national identification numbers. Simplified actually the process of getting a birth certificate by making it free and mandatory and almost to a point of door-to-door approach so that it is simplified. The government of Uganda practices an open door refugee policy. No camps. We have settlement kind of arrangement for refugees. And I think maybe that's why it has made it even more of the most favorable point for refugees. So coming here and sharing with everyone across the continent about all this, yes, it is a journey, but we have achieved as a country. We'll continue to achieve as a continent. Where there is political will, I think things can be sorted out.
The experiences from Uganda are quite encouraging. We hope that other countries will take on Uganda's experience as we move forward.
Definitely, Gideon. Really, Uganda's model is quite an impressive one. And I think this prompts us to start thinking more deeply about how we can revamp the civil registry system in Africa. And we're saying to ourselves, the issue of even recognition of civil registration documents from different African countries becomes very pertinent. And in this regard, this is where you look at, when you consider ECOWAS, they have their biometric identity card and the passport. That facilitates free movement of persons. When you look at the EAC model, be it the interstate pass and use of IDs, there is recognition of each other's national identity documents. And when you look at even SADC, the case of Namibia and Botswana, where they allow each other to cross borders using national IDs, it's an issue of confidence building and recognition of each other's civil registration documents, which is what we are looking at as we build towards a continental approach to say, let's use and utilize the regional approach, the regional integration approach to build up to a continental approach, and utilizing civil registration as a foundation for good legal identity governance.